Hi, I'm Margie with the Asking Spot, and today we're going to find out about the 70s lamp that got to shine again. Once upon a time, there was a 70s lamp that was about to be tossed out at a place of work where a woman who didn't know how to do her hair very well worked. That's me. She asked if she could have the lamp, and they said, sure. We're not even sure if it works. It's been sitting around this place for a very long time. So the woman brought the lamp to a great wizard, also known as her dad, a retired electrician. He gave it a once-over and decided that the lamp was in fine working order. But as he had an old lampshade in his shed that he wasn't in use of, he put it on it and gave the lamp back to his daughter. Well, it was certainly a nice gesture, but it really wasn't a lampshade that fit that 70s lamp. However, the woman with the bad hair remembered that she had another lamp that had an outdated shade, so she switched them up. Sure enough, that old lamp looked great with the new old shade. But what about the 70s lamp? Well, lucky for it, there's a thrift shop right down the road. The charity shop's called World Attic Thrift Shop. The woman with the bad hair goes there frequently, and she found just the lampshade there, and she got a great deal on it too. So she put it on the lamp, and now the 70s lamp looks, well, not great. It looks much better with the right size lampshade, but here's what else I did to it. To prep it for paint, I went ahead and used a grocery bag and taped that onto the cord, and then I taped up the glass bulb, again just using a grocery bag. Well, this is it after being spray painted with the copper. Now, ordinarily, if I were just going to leave it with this one color, I would have a real problem with how I spray painted this area. See how it's kind of degraded and stuff? That's because I sprayed for too long, too close in one area. And normally what I would do is just give it a light sand and respray. However, because I'm going to do multiple layers of several other colors, and it is meant to look, diminished and kind of older, I am perfectly fine with that discoloration. Now for the next part of this, I'm going to start adding the layers. The layers of corrosion pretty much, because what we're looking for is that copper patina look. But what starts out first is there is that sort of grunge that comes on it. And I did pick a darker copper to go on this for my spray paint, and I'm glad I did because that's kind of the way I was going with it. But what's going to help me add the other layers of color is I've added different types of sponges that are going to apply it. Now, if you can apply things really, really successfully, randomly, great, go for it. But if you have these around, they really help make things different and random. I'm going to layer up from darkest color first and then add some more of the kind of a teal looking color to it that's going to stand for the patina, and you'll see it just gets layered after layered. I also will break into some other brushes that will start helping with the effect, and I am using once again my handy dandy Thank You Michaels. Honestly, it's just what I bought. I imagine there's other paint you could buy that would work just fine. It's just a nice acrylic paint. I love the fact that this pack of 36 gives me so many varieties of color for it. Moving on with giving it a patina effect, it's kind of like if you think of it as, well, a plant. I mean, you've got your browns that went on it first, which was done fine with the burnt umber, but now we're going to start to get the undergrowth, so I'm going to give it a little bit of a dark green wash, and then follow it up with some pretty bright, I'm going to use a very bright sky blue with some white in it, and I might throw in a little more green in it just to get that perfect sort of aqua teal-y kind of green going. Okay, so I went off and made some banana bread while I waited for this to dry. And when I came back out, I didn't feel like I had enough coverage of the dark green. Now granted, I'm still gonna go heavily over this with my other colors, but I just felt like this should have been a little bit more. By the way, if you haven't already, could you please subscribe? Oh, and hit the bell. It'll give you a little alert when I do a new video. Thanks. Ta-da! It's done. I love how the patina turned out. I think it really sets off the amber glass. I think that's great. I think the proportion size of the thrift shop lampshade, which was $7, but on the day I was shopping for it, that was in a half price section. So woohoo, $3.50 for that lampshade. I think it looks great. I do have a question for you though. Not sure about the color of the lampshade. Should I paint it? Maybe, you know, textile dye it kind of thing, or wrap some other fabric around it? Your thoughts would be appreciated. Leave it, change it. If I should change it, how? Please comment below. And they live brightly ever after. Thanks for watching.